Good morning, good morning. For you, it's mid-afternoon. For me, it's first thing. For most people out here, it wouldn't be first thing in the morning, but for me it is 11 a.m. on Saturday morning. Well, we have got a treat in store for us because I have been playing all week with the backyard stuff, and oh my gosh, is it fun. It's such fun. Such fun. Wait till you see what I've been up to. I'll give you guys a sneak peek because you're here first. And then we'll see how many others are going to join us and we'll jump right into things. But I need to show you the packages of some of what I've been working with. Lots of things. In case you're wondering, yes, lots of things. Okay, let's start by, go ahead and drop the camera down. Oh, no storms out here. It's going to be, I think, 70. Was today their 70 day? We have like a 70-something day. 79 day, okay. And tomorrow's the 70 day then. There was one day that was forecast to be overcast and 70-ish.
Today it says it'll get to 80 now. 73 tomorrow.
73 tomorrow, okay.
And then back in the
All 80s. Right. I'm going to, every once in a while, we'll reach out and knock on the camera and say, wake up, wake up. That's what one of our local celebrities, store owners in his commercials would do in the middle of the night. Wake up, wake up. We'll keep you awake, Irene. All right. Okay, so I want to show you a few of the cards that I've been working on with the 49 and Market front porch set. What fun is this? I just don't even know how to describe it. We'll talk in detail about how we put these together later, but I'm just going to show you a few cards while we wait for the others to join us. The flowers. So thankful. It's beachy. Flowers and crabs. These look like our Dungeness crabs, don't they, honey? Coastal. Dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. If the others aren't here by the time we go through our samples here, we're just going to go ahead and get started because there's just too much fun to be had. Escape. Huh?
6 are watching.
Okay, now. 6 are here now. That's good. Escape. Sail away with me. I'm loving making these. They're just so much fun. My garden grows. And a DL card. The porch is my happy place. Oh, I'm just having so much fun with them, Thelma. It is a great, great set to work with. My goodness. And you guys know that right this minute, if you're watching this 6 months from now, maybe not, but right this minute, we have these 40% off on 49 and Market front porch set. All the good elements. So I'm going to get a card blank out here. I've been making most of them in European A6, which is close to what we're used to over here with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to get a card blank out here. And we're going to get some inspiration from our cards, which I have done something with. What did I do with this stack of cards? I had it right here. A whole stack of background. There they are, under my card blanks. Okay, we're going to pick a set. Now, this is the littler pack. I think I have a cover sheet for this somewhere in here. But they print on the back of the cover sheet, so I tuck it right in with it. There it is. This is the smaller set of papers.
Hi, Elsie.
Hi, Elsie. It's good to see you. And of course, hi to Thelma and Irene, who have been here. And this is called the 6x8 collection pack. And that's what I'm using right now. However, I have so many embellishments in this collection. I also got the 12x12 collection because I'm going to have more paper than I will have. Or I'm going to have more embellishments than I would have paper. This alone, however, if you're making this size cards, these 6x8s with a border around them will make 2 per sheet. And you get 12 double-sided patterns plus 2 extra patterns on the inside of the cover sheet. So you get 26 sheets. That could make conceivably 52 cards. So you can get a lot out of one. I think, ooh, I have that pretty tree. Let's see. I'll go over here. I want to show you some of the other items I'm going to be using. I have the Summer Porch chipboard words in the stack of pieces here. I have the 59 chipboard pieces. I have 131 die cut shapes. I have the Summer Porch by Land laser cut elements. Back up just a little, please. The laser cut elements. And if you have not used these guys' laser cut elements, oh my gosh, are you in for a treat? I'll show you some of them as we go here. The laser cut elements are amazing, totally amazing. It's just such good work. And on the back of all those cover sheets, they have art we can cut out. So that's cool. The Summer Porch by Sea. So we had the by land, and now we have the Summer Porch by Sea laser cut elements. And the Summer Porch Essentials rub-ons. These are the ones that I have opened so far. Oh, and I didn't grab the box, but I'm also using the front porch postage stamps. So, wowzer. So many fun choices. I can't even tell you how much fun this is. So, I want to start with a good size punch out. I believe there's a big tree here. I want to find the big tree. There's a lighthouse. That'd be fun. I may have to use the lighthouse. Huh. I thought I had a tree on here. I do have a tree on one of the cards. May switch cards here. That'd be pretty. I could just cut that bottom off of that one. Or make a bigger card and use it on the other side. All right. I want the tree. And I need to see if my tree is... Oh, yeah, it'll fit on my card. Okay, I'm going to go the opposite direction with this one. And I'm going to take my tree off of here. So I'm going to grab my paper cutter. And since I know that my European A6 card is... You can do this exact thing with your 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 cards, if that's what you prefer using. You do exactly the same thing. Since I know that my card is 4 1/8 wide, I'm going to cut my paper so I have a little border around it. I'm going to make this 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. I just cut up my label for the Summer Porch 6x8 collection pack. And There we go. I'm going to go ahead and put this down to here. I'm going to let my glue bottle go. I didn't see the glue bottle here, honey. And the stuff you brought over, did it come over?
Everything is in the pile.
It was in the pile. I can grab some tape here, at this point at least. You know how I said that I get all the stuff that comes in that's not in perfect condition from shipping? Look at this roll of finger lift tape. I've never had one do that all these years of working with hunky dory stuff. I've had that happen with the smaller rolls, but I've never had this happen with a big roll of tape, which is just, it's not really a problem. It's just funny. I haven't seen it before. I love that 49 and Market prints their stuff so that every piece is usable, even the back of the labels and the packages.
Has to be over here.
Okay, it probably is. I just need to move stuff around again and find it. I have a lot of pieces here in a small work area. I was working in the shop last night. I had the better part of an 8-foot table covered with stuff. Okay, we got 10 people out there now. Hello, everybody who's watching. We'll probably have more as time goes on. We're working on the front porch from 49 and Market. And they just took our tree and put it to our postcard. Now, I have to decide what else we're going to put on here. Land and by sea. The shore one day. Beach, please. This is a good one. This tree at the beach, we're going to have a gull or two flying by. I think I actually want the one facing the other direction. Look how well these punch out of this laser cutting. They just drop right out of the paper. Normally, I would try to keep most of my cutouts or punch outs in the sheet so I can easily see all of them. Hi, Terry. But these just fall out because they're so well punched. Okay. Hi, Mary R. Good to see you, friend. We are working with the front porch set by 49 and Market. That's the set that's on sale right now. If you don't have this one, do yourself a favor and get this while it is so affordable. Every piece in this collection is 40% off in our store right now, and it's just marvelous. Marvelous. Well, I'm rapidly coming to a part where I'm going to need, oh, I like the summer on there. Maybe I want the summer down here with the bird back. That looks nice. Okay. So, what have I got to go on this card? Summer, my tree. There's the tree I wanted. I wanted one that was loose. There it is. There it is, right there in my pack. Look at this laser die cutting, guys. You see those pieces? Zoom right in on this, honey. Look at this laser die cut. You see the pieces they've created? Look at the swing ropes.
Hold it down.
Like,
and still.
Well, still may be a challenge. But there, it's getting pretty clear. See those little ropes? Amazing, amazing, amazing die cutting. Laser cutting. Okay. Need some glue. My tacky working? Can you see another bottle of glue over there?
Both of them have the caps off.
Huh? Most of them have the caps off. Grab me some pens too, then, please. Somewhere between the other table and here, I've misplaced my glue bottle.
Both of them are empty.
Oh, well, that's not useful.
I don't know where all your glue bottles have gone.
Probably riding around in people's quilling boxes, would be my guess. You don't do it on purpose, but it's so easy in quilling class to gather up all your supplies, including, aha, I think that's the one I had last night, including my glue bottles.
Snapped, right?
Oh, this tacky might work okay too. Thank you, honey. I'm going to put Summer down here at the base of my tree. I'm going to put some glue on my bird. My bird is fairly skinny. I would consider popping him up, but he's really a thin piece. And I'm afraid it'd just get bent right away if I popped this up. So sometimes I like to take these and put them out over the edge of my paper and onto the background, just because I think it's a fun look. Let's see what else we want here. I want some bushes or berries or flowers kind of poking into my picture. Or I could just use some of these little die cutting elements. So this would be kind of fun. This is a die cut as if this were a string closure. It might be fun to put that down the side. We'll fool everybody into thinking this is a album of some sort. And it's just actually a string closure. That'd be kind of cool. So many pieces. Just gonna dump this out. I can reach the pieces I want. Maybe put a couple little, hi Adeline, couple little coastal buttons on here. Coastal themed buttons. Maybe just for fun. Maybe just even one. I think we may be close to finished with this one. The picture's so big in this one that there isn't an awful lot of room for additional embellishments if you want the tree to be featured, which I do. Such a fun set. Oh my gosh. Well, we have enough people here. We have 13 people out there now and counting. Hello, everybody. Feel free to drop in and say hi if you want to. If you're not a chatty person, that's okay too. But if you do come over, I promise we'll be nice to you. A little foam tape on the back of my faux closure there. And put a little foam under my button. And maybe one more element. Oh, this could be fun. What if we made it Summer by the Sea? I like that. All right. That's just kind of a fun card. Let's take a look at it. I used the back of my paper pack label to get this big pretty tree. I used my chipboard Summer and By the Sea from the chipboard pack. I used a faux closure over here just for fun, and my laser cut seagull, laser cut button, and I just think that's cute as a button. Back up just a tiny bit if you would, and let's look at these cards again. And I'll tell you what I've used in them this time. There we go. So this is the one we just now finished.
Hi, Catherine.
Hi, Catherine. Hello, my friend. My French-Scottish friend. Okay. Here's some of the other cards I've already finished from the front porch. And this one, I have taken my piece of 6x8, cut it in half, and then cut it down to allow my borders to show. I put on my little chipboard, My Garden Grows. Then I used some things out of my die cut laser pack. This little hearts out of my die cut lasers. There's actually about 3 packs of die cut lasers here. I recommend all of them. They are really, really, really spectacularly beautiful. And I have my little potted plant. And on that potted plant, I put another piece of laser chipboard. And I want you to notice something. The string coming off of that, that's a paper cutout. That is not real string. You would never guess that. I framed that with another frame from my laser cut package. And my little flowers here in the front, they're kind of partially covering up my heart, is also from the laser pack. Isn't that just cute? My Garden Grows. I like this one. This one is from the 6x8 paper, and I've cut it down. And I framed the sailboat and put a couple of my washi stamps on there. And then it says escape and sail away with me, and a starfish. Isn't that just so cute? I love this. You get a most definite kind of collage vibe with these cards, but they're not hard to make. You just kind of let your creativity, your curiosity run wild. This one, for this one, I took one of my rub-ons and I put them onto a tag from my die cut package, and it says dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. Now there's a technique we used from this that my friend Mary, who works here in the shop, picked up from another YouTube video. I would credit it, but I don't know where it came from. She just told me she saw this technique, and I thought, oh, I don't know if that will work. It works. We're going to try it here in a little bit. So another one of my tags, a couple of my starfish. I love that map paper. And look here, you can do so much. You don't have a package that has the baker's twine in it, but you probably have some of that at home already, or something comparable that you can use for your ropes. I love this one. Isn't that fun? Great fun. This one, this net in back there, is one of my laser cutouts. No kidding, it's a laser cutout. Can you believe that? Wow. I took a piece of my 6x8, cut it in half, and then cut it down to fit my page. I used starfish and coastal from my chipboard collection. The crab is from the laser cut collection. And I also used a ship's wheel from the laser cut collection. Just kind of layered things up. Love this one. Just has such a nice, inviting feel to it. Here's the other half of that piece of netting on the other half of that card. This time I have beachy, and I've actually put a palm branch behind my beachy word. And this is chipboard, so it stands out nicely. This little starfish was chipboard, and then I added some foam squares to give it even more dimension, and I put foam behind my crabs. And over here, I had these flowers already printed onto the card, but I took one of the one of the die cut pieces, and I popped those up with some foam tape and went right over the top of the flowers that were already there. It's just great fun. Thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Thelma. I have had such fun working on these. Holy cow. A little piece of baker's twine for a ribbon. Love that. Here, oops, I'm getting pieces off my desk into my lap. I guess it's better than getting them on the floor. And here is the glue bottle we were missing in my lap. Okay. This is also part of the beach collection. They have my front porch by land and by sea is all part of this. And here are my pretty, what are these flowers called? No, are they begonias? What are these? It's kind my mom liked to grow. I don't remember. Anyway, I took a background piece and then I used my laser cut chipboard again. And I popped up some of the flowers. So I'm going right over the top of the design, but just adding some dimensional elements to this. I've added 2 little butterflies from my laser cut chipboard, and we pop those wings up a little bit. Geraniums, that's it. Thank you, Thelma. That's exactly right. It says so thankful, and my little baker's twine bow. I love baker's twine with things by the sea. It just works so well. Looks like rope. I love that. So this is just layering my flowers on. And then I took my extra pieces that got cut off as I was putting these on and just kind of popped them in front of other elements to give even more dimension. Geraniums. Thank you, Thelma. See, I should know that. That was my mom's favorite flowers to grow, and she had lots and lots of them. I like this one a lot. In the background, we have a map, and it actually, this post and the diagram of the sailboats was already there. So I added a seagull to the post because, you just got to have that. I put my life preserver here, and I tied my baker's twine around it. Before I glued it down, I put one of my postage stamps down here. And then I just tied my baker's twine onto it and glued the ropes in place. And then this became good vibes. This definitely has good vibes for me. I love this one. This may be my favorite that we've done so far, but I don't know if we've done my absolute favorite yet because it's probably still coming. And I'll back up just a little bit, honey. A little, there we go. The porch is my happy place is a rub-on. Look how that just becomes part of my cardstock. Those rub-ons are beautiful. One butterfly is printed onto the cardstock, and the other one I've added. And I perked up his leaves for dimension. I love this rope. This was one of my laser cuts. And I didn't do an awful lot to that. You have the window with the sailboats kind of behind the geraniums in this one. And so I added a hoy matey down in the window. And that's it. Isn't that just fun? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, let's start another card. This is just such fun. It's such fun. It's such fun to hang out with you guys too. Let's see, what do we want to do this time? Be fun to use look at these big frames. Be fun to use one of these big frames to frame something, wouldn't it? What do we have to frame? And we have another one of those trees. That's a big one. We could frame. That'd actually be really kind of cool, I think. And let's see what else we have to frame. Oh, this is fun. Oh, I love these sailboats on this one. Let's see what happens if we frame that one. It actually works better because it's right facing. I could come clear out here with the frame. I like that. That'd be fun. Okay, let's keep that one out. That one out. Let's see what else we have. See that there's that blue cardstock I used on the 2 other cards. Probably won't use much of that since I already have 2 samples done in that. You see how they put the net behind the flowers? That's what gave me the idea to put the net down the middle and cut it in half. Love, love, love this piece. Now you can see what that actually looks like. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love this one. This looks like the one that they put the window in, but here's the window one. I just love that. I might have to make another one with that in a DL just because I love it so much. I have a duplicate of the one I have here. There's another one of those maps and posts. I just love that. So, so pretty. And on the back of all these pieces, guys, they all have other paper on the back of them so you can layer up your creations. Wouldn't that be fun with that plaid behind the image that you're using? You might have to do that too. Keep that out because that's fun looking. And we've seen some of these. There's the geraniums. We popped up. Okay, we have some potential to get started here. Ooh. Beautiful, beautiful. I've actually just decided that I think we have to cut out this sailboat. Now, we won't get 2 cards out of this one, but I think we have to cut out this sailboat. But I'm going to cut it a little smaller and let that plaid paper show from the other side because that's just too pretty. Just too pretty. You know, Catherine, they can get, I know for you it's difficult because the international shipping is egregious, but our folks out there can get all of these papers and supplies that I'm using at, do I want to do it that way? I may have to use 2 of these to do what I want to do. I should have 2, I think. Or find a different piece of background. I really wanted this one, but I'm afraid I'm not going to get a big enough piece the way they've positioned it on here. Well, we'll just take the sailboat from this one. We'll use a piece of this plaid and something else. So I guess I can turn it over and cut it. Yeah, I hope you know what I mean. What I mean is that I have, by the time that I cut this off, there's just not any one piece that's big enough to put the plaid behind here. So let's see, I did that 3.5. So I need to go down by an equal amount in the, I'll start with 5. Maybe 3.5 by 5.5. That actually sounds like a good size. Look at that. That's beautiful already. I didn't have to do anything, and it's gorgeous. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'd like to find a way. Oh, maybe we, even though that's smaller, maybe we just get wildly creative here. I'm kind of liking what's coming together here, guys. What if we just don't have something over the entire card back? We just do, we're doing collage work after all. We can do whatever we want, can't we? I had a strip from something else. Maybe we put, look at us. Yes, they would. It would be beautiful bookmarks inside of something else, wouldn't they? I'm going to cover this like this with just a piece of that cardstock. Yes, That is a great idea, Catherine. A marvelous idea. Just simply marvelous. I do love this plaid tartan look. And especially for a masculine card, isn't that just beautiful? And then we've got this rough cut window. I think this is going to work out to be fun. I don't know what it's going to be like yet, but it's going to be fun whatever we do. Yes, it is. Great fun. Cut off the extra. And I have to decide whether I want it just to be the white around here. I think we're going to have to cut this image down a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Because I want that plaid to show. And I have plenty of room. I'm going to cut this image down a little bit more. I actually have two pieces of the plaid. If I decide I want the plaid behind everything, I have two small pieces I could fill in. And it would work. Bring my boat clear to the side. I'm going to cut another 1/2 inch off the top here. Just right to the top of the mast. That's getting to be a good size there. Although I kind of like that white hanging out there. What do you guys think? I kind of like the white up there.
Catherine says she loves the plaid tartan.
What do you guys think? I kind of love the white around it. What do you think? Kind of pretty? I think so.
Gives it a different element.
Yeah. I'm going to put some foam tape under this whole piece, I think. Why not? If we're going to go wild, let's just go crazy, shall we? Let's just do it. I'm going to put white foam strips.
Catherine likes the white.
I like the white around there, yeah. That's neat. We want to see pictures of Elsie, Mary. If you send it to us and it's okay with Elsie, I'll put it in the newsletter. Sorry the newsletter was so late this week, guys. I don't even really have a good excuse. I was in class Wednesday night. I was tired when I came out. And then Thursday, what were we doing Thursday? We had to be out and about for something. Oh, we were working on taxes. That's what we were doing. Got up and went straight into taxes because my taxes haven't been done for this year yet. Yes, they were due in April. They got an extension, and up until this time I haven't felt like working on them, but my tax extension date is rapidly approaching here, and decided we better get busy on them. So Bryce came out and helped me sort paper. Mary and Elsie, did we get to see that picture? Only with Elsie's permission, obviously. I think I better put one piece of tape right in the center of this too, because that's a pretty big box. Put one right across the center. That's a really sticky piece now. Sticking to my fingers. Just a piece across to, I'm going to prop that up a little. Okay. Let's put this in here. Oh, you know what I just did? I had my card around backwards, but that's okay. It can sit like this. I had my card upside down. We just about made this backwards. Loving that so far. I just noticed something kind of cute here for the land side of our picture down here in front. What if we had a beach chair? It's kind of not facing the right way though, is it? I want it to kind of face the ocean, but it could go this way. Could have a beach chair kind of facing this way. It actually almost needs to be this way so you can see the ocean. Don't make any backwards. What if we put a little beach chair here though? It's kind of fun. We'll think about that one. It doesn't look quite like I wanted it to look. Let's see what else we have here that would be fun on this. I have this. Oh, I have a beach chair stamp that might be fun. Let's see what else we've got here. I think I still have some starfish. Another starfish would be good. We need some kind of greeting on here somewhere. Let's look at our greetings and see what we've got. This is just fun. Let's see what we've got. We could put a big one or a little one. Seaside memories. That's nice. Happiest. Somewhere on the coast. I'm on the coast. Happiest. Perfect this day. Happiest. That doesn't make sense. Backyard. So awesome. Oh, I guess they're all individual. Boat and water. Summer breeze. Summer breeze would be nice on that. Actually, summer breeze just has a very attractive feel to it. So, oh, except that I did not allow myself to put this. I might have to use a different kind of greeting because I already popped this up on foam tape, and I don't think rub-on's going to work very well in that little space up there, because it's not going to transfer well. But I do have a bunch of little ones at the shore. Would be pretty. The simple life, that's nice. Let's see what else we have. You guys can't see this mound of laser cuts I'm looking at. You could if we had Bryce tip the camera and look, but it's a mess over here. My anchor. Nah, I don't like that. I like it better with the white just showing there. Okay, let's see. Huh. I had a place to hang it. I have these wonderful binoculars. Let's see what else we have.
R's asking if you got her email with Pam's new address to update the Christmas card list.
When did you send it, Mary R? I went through my email last night and I don't remember seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not here. Oh, I like that. If we have. Okay. I think I have an idea here. I'm going to put This fits just really nicely. This little rough cut over the top here. Oops, just slid it. And then I'm going to cut it and move the bottom up so that it fits my piece. See what I mean? So I'm going to put some glue around here. I'm going to put that frame. Oops, I didn't need that on the bottom. Well, I will need it on the bottom, so I guess that's all right. Put some glue around it. And I'm going to put this piece just... Oh, got my glue line in the wrong place, darn it. But I do have a baby wipe. Perfect for emergencies such as this. Not an emergency. This is not adorable scoreable, so I got to be careful not to get too much water on it. That works. That works. Now I'm going to take this bottom piece where it's over the top. I'm going to clip it off and I'm going to move it up.
Mary says she sent it July 12th.
Oh,
just
boy.
forwarded it again to you.
Oh, thank you. I told you, Mary R., of all the things I've loved and lost, I missed my mind the most. That's kind of that's kind of where I've been lately. Oh, that is fun. That is very fun. A little extra glue here in the corner we'll clean off. Wouldn't show because it's clear, but it would be shiny. We don't want that shininess. Look at that. Isn't that fun? That's fun. Get that piece to go on there like that. I love that. It looked very sharp and it actually looked good before, but it was very organized looking. And we're going to disorganize it just a little. At the shore or my anchor? Which one of those do you like better for this, guys? At the shore or my anchor better for this card? I'm going to overlap this onto my frame just a little because it's an interesting effect. I'm going to put some foam squares behind my chair. I do like the chair down here on the coast. Bryce and I went to the doctor yesterday and I said, am I just getting old or am I losing my words for another reason? I said, I'm pretty sure that can happen with chemo. And she said, yes. And surgery. And she said, yes. And then she said, and this medication that I have you on will also do it. So you're getting like a quadruple whammy here and losing your words. They'll come back, she said. So I hope that's true. I like the shore. At the shore, the shore, my anchor. Ooh, okay. Anybody else want to vote? I have 2-1, the shore and my anchor. So I probably will continue losing my words. And you guys just jump in and help me when I do that, okay? Not something I have a lot of control over right now. It's not what Catherine does. Okay. I think we're going to go with shore since that's our... At the shore. And then really could stop right there. Kind of thinking that another starfish would be fun. It'd have to be a pretty small one. Hello, everybody who's watching out there. Here's a red starfish. I think I like that. I think we'll go with that. Thank you, Catherine. That's one of the things I love about this group is there's no judgment. It's just a wonderful group of supportive people helping each other. It's a good community we've built here. It's a great community we've built here. So I'll put our at the shore up here in the corner. We've already got our chair, and I'm gonna. Yeah, I think I do like that starfish there. As Selma says, we'll do a little void fill right there and add an extra starfish. Our kitties are just going wild. I promised to post videos, and I haven't done it yet. I'm sorry. I promised on Bryce's behalf. We'll get to it. I like this card. Look at that card, guys. Isn't that fun? That is very fun. You like that? Isn't that just different and beautiful? I'm really liking that. Wowzer, wowzer. Okay. Next. That was fun to use that kind of raggedy frame. I love that. That was really fun. Let's see what else we got. We had a couple other pieces of paper out here that we wanted to play with. One of them was this one. I had this raggedy frame. Then we kind of switched gears entirely and used the other one. Don't necessarily need to do two cards like this, but it is a fun print. What do we want to do with that? We have a whole bunch of wonderful seahorses here on our punch-up page. Seahorses might be fun in some of this. We have, I'm just going to put a few elements up here that we could play with. Now, if I go this direction, I'm only going to get one card from this sheet. If I cut it off here, I could get two, but I'm going to go for what I like the best. Thank you, Adeline. And just with what I like the best, I have plenty of paper. I don't have to be frugal with my paper. I'm going to show you something. Look at this laser cut gull. Look at the piece. It's perfectly cut and so close. It's just amazing. So what happens if we frame this? We take the frame all the way out to the side to make the most of our image. That could become our background. I do like that. Let's do that. Never used these frames before like this. These kind of scruffy frames. And I'm thinking I like them. And this frame will be almost a perfect fit to my paper. If I want to rub on this time, I need to put it on before I glue my card down. I'm going to put this frame like this over my paper. See what I'm doing there? I'm running the frame right to the edge so I can have as much of that image as possible, set that image in as far, because I think that's really cool. It's not too late. We have plenty of this style available. If you don't have this one, do yourself a favor and get this one. This is a Really, really, really fun card kit. Their cardstock is amazing. You are right, Mary R. I love 49 and Market as a company. Their designs are beautiful. Their embellishments are beautiful. And it's just great fun to combine all of those things together and see what we get. It is great, great fun. I'm going to bring that frame right up to the side. Oh, right up to the side. Nope. Right up to the side. You've tried to slide on me. So very pretty. Probably go up a little more. Right to the side. There's a little glue mark there. Not that it matters, it'll dry clear, so you don't have to panic about such things. But I do like to get the shiny off if I do that. Gonna be a tight fit to my card, but that's okay. Let's just cut this down to the size we want. And then we'll work on fitting it to the card and decide what we want to do. We might take a little extra off the edge, I don't know. If I want it to be, if I want to cover the whole card face, I could make it 4 1/8. Let's start there, and then we'll decide if we want to cut it down some more. 4 1/8 by 5 7/8 will cover the entire card face. I didn't get my frame on absolutely straight, so that's complicating things a little bit. Yep, I didn't get that frame absolutely straight, but let's see what we can do anyway. May have to trim a little bit here and there just to make that fit. See you later, Thelma. Love you, friend. Okay. Well, darn me. Remember that song, Dang Me, Dang Me? And take a rip and hang me. That's the way I'm feeling right now, because I didn't get this straight. High from the highest tree. Woman, don't you weep for me. I'm not a country music fan, but that's one I remember from my parents' house. All the country music I know is very old because it all came from my mom and dad's house. One of the many things wandering around in this head of mine. Okay, so let's see what we're doing here. I've got some scruffiness to deal with now, but it really was bugging me that this frame wasn't on straight. I can deal with those edge pieces a little bit. Don't know how yet, but we will. It's not going to be bad, though. You just put the frame on straight. I don't advise, generally, picking things up like this once you've glued them down. But it was going to bug me, so I opted to do it. Not generally advisable, but sometimes we got to do it anyway, don't we? Okay, I want this frame straight this time. Come on, right along that edge. There we go. There we go. Pull this down just a little. My scruffiness just looks like waves and clouds. I got away with that, guys. I got away with it. Okay. I'll put a little piece of blue here under my card. I have just a little awkward place there that's not covered. It doesn't look like it's planned, so I'm going to put a little blue there just to kind of hide that. I only need a little piece. Sometimes I will leave the colors because I like it that way, but sometimes it just looks unplanned. If it looks unplanned, I got to change it. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Just that little blue square up there. See that? Just a little blue square in the corner to fill in that tiny void. Now I'm going to glue this on here and trim it. And glue is a better choice for this job than tape because glue is repositionable, and I'm going to need all the repositioning I can muster to put this one down. There we go. Now I should just be able to cut along the back of my card and trim that to fit. Thanks for stopping in to play with us, Catherine. I always love to see you, my friend. That's the beauty of a, huh?
Darlin 1012 saying hi.
Hi, darling. Welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. I'm glad to see you say hi. That's awesome.
Always watches, but seldom chats.
Well, that's great. Thanks for stopping in to say hello. I love that. And it's always nice to talk to the people who are out there watching. So thank you for that, too. We are doing some wildly creative things here today. Fun. Wildly creative. Just a minute ago, I had a seahorse there that was brown. There it is. That's kind of fun. What do we want to do with this edge? Oh, we have that beautiful rope. What about this rope? I'll be sad when these are gone because this is really fun. Oh, that rope's a good fit there. Those nautical knots. I love that. That's fun. Yep, it's going right there. Yes, it is. It's going to go right on there. I'm going to add a little border here. Let's just really get those knots right into the picture because I like the knots. You get 2 of these in one of the trim packs, and I always use them. And what I mean by that is that they always have some kind of long, skinny accent like this. That's fun. Okay, now we need, there's our seagull in the sky. I love the seagull there. The seagull's beautiful there. I think we almost, that just calls to be there. And then maybe we're going to need a greeting of some sort, perhaps. Born to be a beach bum. On the beach. Sail away with me. That's a really nice one for here. I don't know if it will fit in the space I have available at the bottom. Oh, look at that. I can kind of hang it from the frame. I do like that. That's actually kind of fun. Well, I am covering a bit of my boat. Maybe come down as low as I can. I kind of like the way that hangs from the frame. And we need something in here. This couple of stamps would be a good void fill there. Just temporarily putting that there. The washi can move. Here's another sailboat stamp that's kind of fun. Sail away with me. That is great fun. Need to put this on some sticky specs because we got those 2 little ropes that are on this that are just tiny, tiny little ropes. So we'll peel some sticky specs and put right on those on that rope so we get a good adherence. Stick it right into sticky specs, rub it in. Here I have my tweezers out of my sticky specs portfolio. Ah. Okay. It really adhered, guys. Really adhered well to my specs. There we go. And I'm going to come right along the bottom as if I'm tying this rope to that frame. I like that concept. Just hanging from that frame. I like my Enjoy Life. I'm just going to go with these stamps here because I actually very much like them there. I'm going to, should we put a little foam on there? We could use a little dimension here. Although we get some dimension by just our layers. I'm going to put a couple of foam squares on the back of this stamp that has sailboats on it. I have 47 packs of them on this table. These are just such fun. We will recap before the end and look at these cards samples that I've made because I know different people are coming in at different times, but they are just really, it's really an eclectic bunch of cards. We have to put our seagull up here still because I love that seagull on here. I'm going to overlap the seagull in my frame a little bit just for fun. Let's glue down our seagull. If you decide to do this card, the only trickiness is just making sure you get this lined up along the edge of your print. Well, that's why I had my little snafu, but my snafu doesn't even show now. So it doesn't matter that I made it. It was just part of the creative process. Sail away with me. You like, honey?
Very cute.
Isn't that fun? Look at that seagull at the top. Doesn't he look like he was just made to go there?
Yes, he does.
Isn't that fun? Thank you, Irene. I love this too. This is great fun. Oh, okay. Don't have time to admire. We got to move on. I do want to show you how to put these. I need to lay one out and not glue anything so that I can show you these rub-ons and how to do that because it's just really neat. This might be a nice and fun card for that. What other card did I have set out? I had another piece out. Oh, that's another tree. Well, the tree would work well. I'd have to make a bigger card if I did this, but that actually is kind of fun too. Tree in the foreground. I'd have to go with a bigger card. Or I also have this really beautiful laser cut sailboat that could be off in the background here. That's fun. I almost feel like I want a separation there if I do that, so I'm going to think about that. I don't know if I want to turn it into water. I do like that. I think I have a smaller. I do have a smaller lighthouse. The lighthouse is in a good spot. And this plethora of marvelous things. There's a swing. Yeah, the swing won't quite fit there. This swing's too big for the tree. The swing might just have to sit into the card. You know, just hang into the card on one. This might be a really good candidate for a rub-on, though, because I've got some space here. And here, actually. Ooh, memories are made to last. That could be pretty there. Or chase your dreams, either one could be pretty there. With your rub-ons, cut out your rub-on. Just cut it away from your background page. You don't want to be trying to rub it on and memories are made to last. If I did a 5x7 card, Okay, so there. Oh. 5x7 card here. I do need to make sure I stay within the span of the card I have available. That's going to work okay. I'm going to hold them up in the light, although this cardstock is so heavy that, yeah, let's go ahead and cut this paper. I actually could attach it, because it'll still go through my die cutter. 7 inches wide? No, it won't. I have to, yeah, I'm just going to cut it. Maybe I'll cut it a little bit smaller, and that way I won't have to match exactly to my card. I cut it just a little bit smaller. It's one of my hints, guys. I often make a border around my cards because I don't have to make things fit exactly. There's a little thought for the day. I'm going to make this 4.75. Using the cover of my, it's going to be 3 3/4. 3 3/4. Let's compare that to my card. Make sure I got a good size. And I do. One thing that could make this fun too would be we could decal edge this topper. We often decal edge the background. Let's decal edge the topper. Here's my paper cutter right here. For those of you who don't have this and want one, this is, I think I still have one available, maybe one, maybe two, I don't know. I'm just going to hold this nice and tight and decal edge around my card. Just for fun and interest, why not? Why not? You have to hold that paper really tight because it's a kind of a rough blade coming down through there and it would want to slide. But we can control that by holding our paper tight. If you have decal edge scissors, you can do the same thing with those. Just faster this way. Let's see how that looks on our background. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. I think I actually need to cut this off just a tad more, though. It's not quite even my side and my... Take just a little bit more off the top. Okay. How's that looking? That looks good. See what we just did there? That decal edge around there. Isn't that fun? That's fun. It'd be nice if I'd show it to you straight, but hey, you can't have it all. You know what else I think might be fun? Would be to cover my 5x7 in one of these darker blues. We got lots of paper. I got myself a 5x7 too, so I think it might be fun to put this on top of a darker sheet. I have one. I have stripes, but that's not the flavor I'm looking for. Yeah, like that one, right? Oh, that's the map. I can't do that to the map. The only one I have is the map. Well, this is a little darker. I can sacrifice that one.
Right.
The map's just my fave. I love this one too. This is beautiful. But I'm gonna do it. Oh, how am I gonna
What kind of edge is your decal edge?
what kind of an edge? See there? Just a rough edge.
Is there a particular name for
It's
it?
called a decal edge. See there? Just rough cut. I was thinking about, no, that works. Never mind. Sometimes I confuse myself. I cover my card in this darker because I think it'd look really pretty with that decal edge to really show off our decal edge. So I'm just going to put down a couple rows of tape, rub it in good, peel my tape, set that cardstock on top. How many have we made so far? I was going to make 4 more. So we had a dozen cards. Not sure. Down to 12 now. Only side that has to be perfectly aligned is the fold, because everything else just cuts off. Could you use glaze on the edges also? Of course you could. Yes, you absolutely could use glaze on the edge. That'd be an awesome use, actually. Yeah, some of that glaze would be beautiful on the edge as opposed to using another piece of paper. I like that idea a lot, Irene. Very much like that idea. It's just that fast to face a card. You do it that way. Put my tree back in. Now look at that. Isn't that just yummy on that blue? Oops. No. I'm not going to glue it down yet because I want to be able to put my rub-ons on. Isn't that nice against the blue, though? I like that. It really shows off our decal edging. Yeah, I like that idea a lot, Irene. Very clever. Okay. This looks like a memory, doesn't it? Kind of the soft, faded look around it kind of looks like a memory. Memories are made to last. Just positioning that along here under my tree. We have this lighthouse we could put out in the distance, which might be fun. And what else do we want to use? We've got a lot of room here. No.
A big bird as always.
Excuse me?
Big bird.
A bird. A big bird. I don't have big bird in this set.
Well, that's just wrong.
Send
it back.
Oh, this life preserver might be fun. The foreground. Lighthouse in the background. I like it. It says beach life. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah. No, it just really doesn't go there. Okay. There's a lot of this involved in doing these pieces. What do I like together? What don't I like together? I probably need that on the land one instead of the sea piece I had. Let's see what's in here. A bow might be a nice touch on this one too. I kind of do like the lighthouse with the tree. And I do like the memories. Okay, Bryce wants a bird. Put a bird on it. Have a bird. I actually have another bird that could sit in the foreground and sit on top of my memories. That's actually really cute. I like that. How you like that? Okay. And what was I going to do up there? I had a plan. I did. I had a plan. What was that plan? Just a thought. I really like the lighthouse, but I used another one of my rope borders here instead. Memories are made to last. Position my bird on top. Bird flying into the tree. But actually, it's really cute too. What do you think? Rope or the lighthouse, guys? You've seen both. Rope or the lighthouse? I wouldn't need a bow then. That's what I was going to do. This was a bow. I wouldn't need a bow if I did that. I wanted another little element. I could put happiness up there. My bird kind of fades into the background there. I could give him a little ink.
Irene says lighthouse.
Irene says lighthouse. Any other votes? Rope or the lighthouse? I could trade this bird for a butterfly, which would show more. Did you use the black and white spiral lighthouse yet? I have it right here. Okay, so I'm trading out. It's just a little big for the space I have, Mary. I could clip this off, though. That works. You like the black one better? I can trim this off. Here's our red. Off in the distance, we got our lighthouse. There's red. And here's the black and white lighthouse. I do like it up there. I think it's a nice... What do you guys think? Love the red as it goes with the words. I got a red lighthouse, a black white house. Anybody want the rope? That's your Cape Hatteras lighthouse. The black one, Mary? It is? That's cool. I have to say I like the way the black one fits the space, but I agree with Irene. I do think that the red one fits the words really nice. Any other votes, or I'm just going to pick because we got to move on. Kind of a wild idea. Never know what things will look like. This might look terrible. If it does, just forget I tried it. But you never know what things are going to look like. No, absolutely not. Use the black one on another card. Okay, so we're going with this. We like this. Okay, we're doing it. Now, what I want to show you is putting that... Oh, don't just drop those off into nowhere land. Let's keep those handy. I want to show you putting this on. So there's a little backer sheet on here, which I already removed. Cut this out, put the backer sheet on, or take the backer sheet off. Let me try that again. And listen what I say, listen what I mean. Going to kind of center that memories made to last. I'm going to grab my trusty little die cutter here. Can you back up a little, Ton? And I have just put that piece right onto my cardstock. I did not rub it down. And I'm going to put this plate on here. I'm going to run that right through my die cutter. One direction and back. It doesn't feel like it has enough tension on it. Let me shim that a bit. Let me shim this. Just doesn't feel like it has enough tension. Where is the metal shim? It's not here. That's why it doesn't feel.
I didn't use a metal shim the other day.
I'm going to use my card blank just in the interest of time. This should work. I got it, honey. I just put my card blank in there just in the interest of time. And put it underneath everything where it shouldn't get damaged from doing this. And move my paper cutter off to the side. I'm going to lift my, watch this. No rubbing on my die cut piece at all. And it absolutely cleanly transfers. See that? And there's my memories. Completely, beautifully put on there without any rubbing. I just thought that was a neat trick. Like I said, Mary picked it up somewhere online and shared it. Get my card blank back. That's what I was using for a shim. Okay, now I can start gluing stuff. Memories made to last. That's beautiful. It just really looks like a memory to me. This is the back of my cardstock, by the way. The back of my header sheet. Put that down on my card. Center it a little bit.
Good night, Elsie.
Good night, Elsie. Thanks for stopping by to play with us. Put our lighthouse. Gonna put in our happiness. And where'd my bird go? My standing bird. Where's my bird? I gotta put a bird on it. Where'd my bird go? Am I wearing the bird? No. Lost my bird. He was right here. He's here somewhere. I sweep him off with my hands sometimes. Sure he's not on the floor. And he's not. It's got to be on this table. Darn it. Where did my bird go? I love that. That was one of my favorite features of the card, was having the bird standing on the words. Where's my bird? I could put the other pieces down and then maybe I'll find the bird. The bird's going to be here, just is hiding from me at the moment. I like this little happiness with the memories. It's cute. A little bit more open, this card, than some of our cards. Especially without my bird. Where is my bird? Sometimes things slide under my glass mat. Ah, I have to have my bird. I have to. Well, I will find it. I'm just not going to put it on here quite yet. I don't know if I'll put anything else there because I really like my bird there. The bird will show up. It's here. Back off in the distance, we have our lighthouse. Happiness. And we'll have our bird standing on our lettering. Huh. I've just swept it off somewhere. All these die cut pieces everywhere. The tree. Isn't this a fun set? Oh my gosh. Such a fun set to create with, guys. You will love it. You'll love it. Sometimes it can, just to be honest, collage type work can be a little bit intimidating. But if you use this video to get you started, okay, that actually looks okay there too, but I really wanted my bird. Collage work can be a little intimidating when you're getting started, but if you use this video to get you started positioning the pieces and looking at your canvas there in front of you and starting to lay your pieces out, then it will be fun and easy to take off from there. And you just got to play a lot of what ifs. Just lay your pieces out and see what you like, what you don't like. That's how you do it. I'm down to just the last couple of little things on this sheet. I'm going to throw it out. Oops, almost threw out my life preserver. What? I can't get rid of my life preserver. Okay. Well, darn. I really need to put a bird on it, but I could use my butterfly if I had to. So I've got my butterfly there in case I need it. But there's the one we just made. I'm not going to glue anything else here because I really like to find that bird. But I at least need to move on. You don't want to sit and watch me go through piece by piece till I find my bird. I got to put a bird on it. Okay. And let's look at our other cards that we finished. So we have a bunch of beautiful things. A couple of these toppers work especially well with 4x8 cards. Let's look at our others. If you've already seen this, forgive us, but we want to go back and recap. Here's our, what's it say? Sail Away With Me banner across the bottom and the seagull at the top. I just think that's fun. That's very fun. You've got At the Shore. And we used our fun and funky frame and framed that in and put our plaid behind it. I think that was a lot of fun too. These we've done on air, so if you want more details about how they were done, you'll need to go back. I guess we've made 3, huh? Maybe I thought we made more than that. Did we make another one? Yeah, we made this one. We also made this one. Summer by the Sea. So we made 4 cards in class today, and these are the ones I made before. We'll spend just an extra minute talking about the elements used. This is all from the background cardstock, the geraniums and the window butterfly. We added our rub-on transfer up here. The porch is my happy place. Added a butterfly with little perky wings and a rope down the side. And I put ahoy matey down here in the window under the sailboats. Here's our geraniums. I put a couple perky butterflies on this. And this one, I used the background cardstock, and then I used one of the laser cuts of a geranium, and I layered it over the top, put some foam squares under it, and clipped it off to get added dimension. And then the clipped off pieces I used in front of the leaves down here too. My little baker's twine bow, and so thankful. Love this one. It's very fun. Very fun. This one and this one are kind of sister cards. I used that piece of laser cut netting. I don't think I can position it back together. I used a piece of laser cut netting, and I used half of it on this card, coastal. Put the laser cut netting down on top of my cardstock. Added this ship's wheel just for character behind here, and the word coastal from my chipboard, the crab from my laser cut images, and the starfish from my chipboard pack. I love this one. It's just fun. And this one, beachy. Used the rest of that net with a couple of my little crabs. And my beachy and my starfish came from the chipboard pack, and the other elements all came from my laser cuts. And then I cut a piece of baker's twine to tie the little bow there. And then good vibes. This is the one I said I couldn't get rid of because this is the piece of the map. I love this piece of cardstock. And on this one, it already has the post in the back, or the post, the map, and the kind of drawing of the sailboats. So I added good vibes. I added a stamp in the background here. That's one of my washi stamps off the stamp roll. My life preserver up on some foam squares. And I tied a piece of baker's twine to it, tied some knots, and then just put down a glue line and put my rope on top of the glue line. And then I added a bird. I had my bird standing on the post because that would be what you would see. A bird would be right there standing on that post somewhere, anywhere it could hang on. This one's done with rub-ons. Deeper than the, no, dream higher than the sky and deeper than the ocean. This is another piece of the map, the other piece of the map. I wrapped baker's twine around it and glued my cardstock down. I added one of my die cut elements on some foam squares. I added some chipboard, see stars. This tag has the rub-on applied to the tag and then put on here, and this is one of my laser cut elements. You can use those frames to frame an element on the page and draw attention to it. And then I put a couple of my stamps over the frame. This one says escape, and it says sail away with me. I added a starfish to the corner out of my chipboard. And finally, we have these are from the laser cut on land, and we have all these laser cut images. This is laser cut. This is laser cut. I think this frame is out of that pack. I'm not certain. And my garden grows, is I believe from the chipboard pack. This little heart is from the laser cuts, and the little flower is from the laser cuts. And yes, this is laser cut paper. That is not real twine. It's hard to believe, but so there are The front porch by Land and Sea is still on the sale roster. It's 40% off all of these elements that we've been working on and more. There's more elements in this collection. I got them all because, I needed to. But you can buy all of them and still not spend a fortune because they're all 40% off in our sale. These are just great cards. Oh, I love these. I can't wait to give these cards. They're beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And just such fun elements to work with, like this faux tie. It's just fun. This was great fun to make, wasn't it? And so was this one. We've had a good time today. So I think that's it. If you haven't already done so, please hit thumbs up. It makes me feel good, and it helps us to get more YouTube viewers because YouTube will recommend our channel to other people based on people liking what they see. So give us a thumbs up if you would. If you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss a thing we're up to. We have fun all the time. And I will be back on Wednesday for What's New Wednesday, where we're going to show you all the new stuff that's come into the store. We will want to have you leave a comment for us. That also helps us with YouTube. It's great fun, Terry. It's great fun, and it's on sale, so this is the time. So when we sign off, which we will do momentarily, hit that refresh button in the corner of your screen. That's the circle with the arrow in it. And my grandpuppies are spoiled too, Irene. Hit that refresh button, and then you'll be able to leave a comment about class. I'd love to hear what your favorite cards were today, or your favorite techniques. We've covered a lot in a short period of time, but it's been great fun to hang out with you. So I will see you again on Wednesday. Until then, I'm going to say good night, Gracie.
Mary, I was reminding you about Happy Mail next.
Happy Mail starts again next month. Yes, it does. That's when Mary will be drawing a name from all the people who leave comments. Thank you, Mary. Okay, good night, guys.